What's up everybody? Mike here with Trail 7. We're in the studio. I have one of our plug and play amp systems on the table that I wanted to talk to you about a couple of changes that occurred with one of the vehicles. So this is the plug and play amp bundle for the Broncos with the B&O system, specifically for the 2025 Plus. Bronco Ford made a little bit of a change with the factory amplifier, which required a new harness, a new module, etc. Took us a little bit of time to figure that out, to get the parts and pieces. We finally have that, so all of our bundles are now compatible with the 2025 Bronco now. You just have to make sure that you do select 2025 in the drop-down menu, so that way we send the correct harness and the connections out to you. I want to talk about and show you here what the difference is, because actually your install became a lot easier. And by that I mean, what used to come in the other bundles, 21 to 24, was this wire connection here and this T-harness. And if you watch the installation video, which you're going to want to watch to install this is just a cap of the differences. So in the install video, you're going to connect this to the factory radio. Well, good news for you 2025 B&O folks, the factory amplifier now carries signal to the rear speakers, which is in the previous years what this was needed for. You don't have anything at all to install at the factory radio. All of your action is back at the factory amplifier, where you're disconnecting the amplifier, removing the factory subwoofer, and installing our plug and play kit. Our plug and play bundle is now that much easier because you don't have anything to do with the radio. You're not going to receive this at all. You're going to receive this, the power, the harnessing, all that. And this is going to simply connect to the 3 connections at the factory amplifier. You're going to remove the factory amplifier connections. You're going to install these 3 connections. This connection, this harness now is integrating all of the speakers with one simple connection. So your installation just became that much easier. You don't need to run this wiring to the head unit. You don't need to disassemble the pieces and parts underneath the factory radio to connect the T-harness. You're connecting back at the factory amplifier, and that's it. I wanted to show this to you on the table just to show you what this looks like here. We also want to show you in the vehicle. So we're going to go downstairs. We're going to hop into a 2025 Bronco with the factory B&O system. We're going to show you how these connect so you can see how easy it is. So let's go on down there. All right, everybody, we're in the 2025 Bronco that has the factory B&O system. We're just going to show you the difference in the connections. Like I said up at the table there, you're not going to connect anything at the radio, that T-harness that connects in the bottom in the 2021 to 2024. You're not going to do that. I'm just going to show you the 3 simple connections here. Everything else for the installation, you're going to watch the regular install video. This is the only part that's different with just these 3 connections here. So the first thing we need to do is go ahead and get this amp board mounted into the spot, which I'm gonna get that taken care of right now. And just like that, it's installed. Let's go ahead and show you just the connections of the B&O 2025 Plus. Like I said at the table, and like I said earlier, you're not connecting anything at the radio. That T-harness is not going to come in your bundle, so when you don't receive it, don't freak out. It's not supposed to be there. These 3 connections and all you have to worry about, since now the factory amplifier is amplifying the rear speakers, our harness is now going to integrate all of the speakers into one connection, which is this connection here. These other 2 connections are because you're removing the factory amplifier, etc. So these 3 connections are going to attach to where you removed the factory amplifier from before. So these 3 connections are part of the Bronco. We're simply going to connect these. And that is it. Of course, your power and your ground still needs to be ran. This is just for the connection to the amp board portion itself. So there you have it, everybody. The 2025 B&O amplifier board, that's the difference there. It's all set, ready to go. Our kits are gonna come plug and play, literally even less to do on your side. So check out our 2025 Plus B&O full system bundles for your Bronco. Visit us today at www.trail7.com. And until next time, we'll see you out there.